rainbow card.
Okay, we'll go to the rainbow card, check all the little bins, Monday through Friday, because I don't feel like I've seen you since Monday. Yeah. There's 2 for Wednesday, so make sure you open up both Wednesday drawers.
1 second.
Or I think there's 2 Thursdays, not 2 Wednesdays. So,
Wait, this how?
yeah,
These little triangles mean sides.
those little triangles mean they're parallel.
Oh.
So,
I don't like that.
take a minute. If you have parallel lines, you technically have alternate interior angles. So you need to take a second and look at number 6. You need to add information. So take a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one not congruent problem. Yes.
Is it number 4?
I don't know. We're going to talk about it. Talk about it to your neighbor. Guys, get off your phone.
Damn. Whoa.
Do math.
So I
So you're getting this.
It's not rocket science, y'all.
yeah, it's not like yeah. Yes. It's right there actually. Computer.
Number 6, parallel lines are cut by a transversal, so you can add angles. Alternate interior angles are congruent.
So.
You can add a side because reflexive property.
And say.
Fraud, you just place a mega nut. Right, you just place a penguin.
Okay, side, angle, side, angle, side, angle. If it's always like this, it's an angle, but if it's lines, it's a side. And so like,
We're not here.
you know, little jackass, I can help you.
I didn't even do nothing.
You actually tried to punch her
Oh,
Oh,
and you missed.
oh,
I was lagging.
oh.
I haven't speech.
No,
I tried to punch it.
So since it's side, SAS, it's not, you don't see 2 angles, you see 1 angle and a side. Anytime the box is like that, no range. I've talked to HP3.
I was high on botany.
So, I just like.
Hypotenuse leg.
Ew.
Okay, what's number 1?
SAS.
SAS. Number 2. Shh. No,
SAS.
Wait, that one?
AA.
it is AAS.
And
For 3,
HL.
HL, because you can add in a line, which means hypotenuse leg. 4
Not congruent.
is not congruent because vertical angles, they kiss, but vertical angles are congruent, but there's no theorem that says angle, angle, angle. So, 5 should be the easiest. SSS. Now, for number 6, these are not side, side, sides. These are arrows. So because you have arrows, what that's telling you is that the top and the bottom run parallel, the sides run parallel. So you can actually add in a side because reflexive property. And they also want you to go back and think about parallel lines cut by transversal. Parallel lines cut by transversal says that if this angle matches this angle because they can jump across the transversal. You also have the other angles on the other side. You can say this one is congruent to this one if I jump across the transversal because of alternate interior angles. So what would this actually be? It is not side, side, side. Angle, side, angle. Because the parallel lines are there, that's why it's telling you that the angles match, the side matches because of reflexive property. So this is angle, side, angle. So
Those like triangles.
yeah, people think that the little triangles are, well, people think they're sides. That's not a tick mark, that's an arrow saying that they run parallel.
Can't you just do it as an
No, because then you would, I mean, I guess, but yeah, technically. Yes.
See, they're easy ways to now. They just want to confuse our.
That's true. Because you guys have small brains and it's easy to confuse you. Try number 1 at the top. Number 1 is matching letters because this is a review of this whole week. So number 1 is like matching letters. Take a minute, figure out what C to E matches with.
This is very.
Yes. You're matching C, E.
With you.
C.
BPR.
Yep. So you write PR.
You're not.
Trent. Man.
I already did all that.
Okay. Did you do the bottom?
No.
We just went over the answers.
Can you go back?
No, I didn't write it out. We just talked about it. No, it's not appropriate for your goal. Also, you already saw it.
Yo, check this out.
Okay. That's igual, that's igual de camino.
A ver, si vos,
You know.
So what does angle P match with?
PR. Wait, no, see.
C. What does triangle RPT match with? TCF. I'm not going to go over all of these because you're going to turn it in. So
Oh, wait. Wait,
No.
take another minute if you need to finish number one. We're going to flip to the front. We're going to do some proofs. So that way you don't have to do them all by yourselves. Today you have a word bank. So
okay, for number 2 on this page, are we just writing the letters or the ink?
what?
Wait. Yeah, for number, like, for this.
Number 2, you're writing like the measure. So like the angles and the sides.
Oh, no.
Not the letters, the measures. Okay, let's go to the front. So, because this is the part that confuses your small brains, let's go do some proofs. So for proofs, for number 1 on the front, we have a word bank for every single problem. So these are your options. So I gave you a little word bank to go off of. Each problem obviously has its own word bank to go off of. So the first thing says, my statement is blank. The reason why is because it's given. So what should I put in this first step?
BC equals DC.
Perfect. Congruent to DC. Now, normally if there was 2 separate things, these, it says what the given says. BC is congruent to DC. If these were separate, normally they'd be in like separate little spots, but because this proof is only 3 steps long, we're going to put everything in the first statement. So AC is also congruent to EC. Now, since these are congruency statements, does anybody remember what should I do with these once I have them written? Not cross them out. I mean, we could cross it out, but what else should we do? Add arc marks. The whole point of this is to put it on the picture. So BC is congruent to DC. I'm putting a tick mark because it represents a side. So BC matches DC. I put a tick mark. AC is congruent to EC. So I put a tick mark. That's the whole point of this. You have to add your tick marks. Now they tell me that's given. Okay, so I know that's matches. Something is made from vertical angles. We have 2 options of angles. We have the BCA and we have the ABC. Which one of these represents, take a second, look at your picture, which one of these bottom 2 angles represents vertical angles? Try to figure out based on your picture. I know 90% of you cannot read 3-lettered angles. So which one of these bottom 2 represents vertical angles? Is it the first one or is it the second one? It is the first one. The reason why it's the first one is because they both have C in the middle. So where they kiss, that's vertical angles because they're kissing. So we're going to say angle BCA, which represents B to C to A. So C matches with DCE, which DCE. So they match. Vertical angle theorem. So when they kiss, vertical angles. So based on my markings, because I marked it, how do I know the triangles are actually congruent? SAS, side, angle, side. Try number 2. You have a word bank. You have to put your markings in your picture. So the first thing you should put is you're given, goes with the first part. So what should be the first step? Given. So you should say JK is congruent to LK. Because it's congruency statement, you mark it. JK matches LK. Yeah, mark it. That's the whole point. Also, I have JM matches LM. I mark it. So JM is down here. That matches with LM. Now this is completely blank, but it says reflexive. So they're not kissing. They're touching. So what is that? KM is congruent to KM because they share KM. They share this side. So I could put my 3 tick marks there. Reflexive properties when they touch at the side. Vertical angles is when they kiss. Also, I forgot this part. What is the reason for number 1? Given. And now who's has enough common sense to figure out what should be step 3 for my statement? Perfect. What you're trying to prove. So triangle KJM is congruent to triangle KLM. So it's the triangles. Yeah, from your phone. And then once you have your markings, if you don't have your markings, you're not gonna be able to figure out the whole point of it. So what theorem would that be? SSS. Let's jump to number 5. So number 5 is parallel lines, a parallel line problem. So it is a little different. It's a little longer. Okay. So it gives you 2 things for given. And whenever the theorems are like short like this, all the given will be in the first thing. But you can see that they split the given. It's going to be the first one. Where else is given going to go for number 5? 3. Because it says ST is parallel to RU. It also says SR is parallel to TU. So this time given is separated. So they are talking about parallel lines. See if you could figure out anything. This is the hardest one out of all of them. So take a minute, see if you can figure out maybe where maybe where something can go. You should be able to fill out at least one additional spot without thinking too hard based on what's the problem like stage.
They have to put a single for 3.
You don't have to. Oh yeah, no, you don't have to in your picture. Yeah, don't put it. Okay. You could put the little arrows, but like that just confuses you with the congruency. Oh, because, oh, you were absent yesterday. That's what we did yesterday. Which is exactly what we're doing right now. But you just copied somebody, so you don't even know what it means, because you just mindlessly copied somebody.
Yeah, I'm reading, I'm going back on your check.
I'm not telling them to leave.
Maybe get it down to your song or whatever.
But it's true. Okay, so if ST is parallel to RU, does anybody know from the word bank, what should I put if parallel lines are, if lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are congruent? Obviously, this is shorthand, but if lines are parallel, alternate interior angles are congruent. So which one mentions alternate interior angles? Anyone know?
STR equals URT.
Yeah, so this one, so angle STR. If you don't know how to read the three letters, you need to figure that out by the time we take the EOC. If I start at S, I go to T, I'm ending not at U, it's not the whole angle, it's ending at R. So it's just this little piece that's congruent to angle URT. Once again, if I start at U, I'm going to R, I'm ending at T. So it's just the middle letter R, but it's not the whole R, it's just the bottom half of it. Those are alternate interior angles. They're jumping across the transversal. Then it says the other two are parallel. That's given. So we're still talking about parallel lines. This time they're saying SRT is congruent to UTR. I need to put that in my picture because it's going to help me in the final step. So if I put this in my picture, if I start at S, I go to R, and I end at T. That's now the top half of the angle. UTR is the bottom half of this angle. So they're not congruent to themselves. They're congruent to the opposite side because it's alternate interior angles. What's the reason for that? I kind of just said it. Alternate interior angles. So alternate interior. I'm just going to put alternate interior, whatever. This is completely blank. So does anybody remember if it's completely blank? What piece of information just from looking at the picture can I take out and pull out? RT equals RT because they share this side. They're touching. So that's reflexive. Oh, gosh darn it. RT is congruent to RT. The reason why is because reflexive property. Because if they share a side, they're touching reflexive property. And then the last one's going to be what? Perfect, and why? Angle, side, angle. Because if you have an angle, you have side, you have an angle. So angle, side, angle. Yeah, bring your phone. Okay, so you were working on the rest of these. The idea is you're not going to have homework, okay? You have 3 proofs and you have whatever we skipped on the back. It's a mix of everything we've done this week. So it's got Monday stuff, Tuesday stuff, Wednesday stuff. It's got everything from this week. And you're going to turn it in. If you need help with your proof, phone a friend, phone me. I'm updating grades, but I am available to help you. Okay, you have a word bank. As you use the word bank, you can cross it out as you go.